Today we will discuss a little bit about the creating packages. One is user-defined package, the other one is inbuilt package. First, we'll go ahead with the inbuilt package. I'll just delete this off, it was already created. What I'll do is if I right click on this, new, and then package, here I can give my own name. So here I'm going to give array functions. Okay, this is one package, and I'm going to create one more generic functions. Okay. Now in generic functions, let me give you a demonstration of um, utilizing the inbuilt packages. Okay. So test example. If they ask you what kind of, give me an example for the inbuilt package, we can very well say that the basic example, scanner. So what happens here? When you hover on this, you will encounter that scanner is coming from which particular package, java.util. So you'll have functions like ob.next, int, next, float, all those stuff. You can try to get it by creating an object of scanner. But scanner is not your own class. It is coming from the inbuilt package, which is java.util. Similarly, imagine that I have taken a list. Okay, is equal to new array list of integers. Something like this. So here list is coming from java.util. In the same way, array list is also coming from java.util. So these two are coming from the inbuilt package, which is under java.util. So there are many such packages. This is one such example. This is for inbuilt package. Okay. Now we'll go ahead with creating our own package and the functions within. However, we have created our package called as generic functions and then the array functions. Here in the array functions, what we'll do is we'll create a class. However, I have created this package, which is array functions, within which I'm just going to give like bubble sort. Okay. And then I'm going to finish and just I'll write a logic of bubble sort. Something like this. If this is my array, uh, I just want to find the length of the array. So int size is equal to a dot length. That will give me the array length. So here, what I'll do is in the for loop, I took it as n, right? If the current element is greater than the next element, we would swap in every iteration. Okay. And then I'll just print it off. Okay. So this is it. This is the bubble sort. Bubble sort is a class which is under array functions. Okay. I'll create one more. What happened? Mm, one more package called as implementations. Okay, in this one, I'm going to create one class implement bubble. This will have a main function as well. Bubble sort didn't have it. Okay, it's just a normal class. So by the way, it is a public class. So here, in this function, I want to create an object of bubble, let us say. Okay, you're getting an error. When you hover on this, it is going to tell you create bubble, create record bubble, and all these things. But bubble is coming from which particular package? Array functions. Let me just import array functions dot star and see if this works out. No, because I think I had given the name as bubble sort. Sorry. Hmm. So now when you take it as bubble sort is coming from which particular package? Array functions package. So I have taken it here. Now in this, we had a function called as bubble. Can I access it? Let me see. B dot. We are not getting any function called as bubble. Why? Because it is not in that package. By default, the package will be, the access specifier will be default unless I make it public. If I make it protected, the child class can have it. Otherwise, I have to make this as public. Come back here, check now. B dot bubble is visible for you. Now, just in case if bubble sort this thing was protected. Okay, I'm in some other class right here. It is going to show you error. If I want to make bubble function call here, either it should be public, or if I make here extends bubble sort, okay, and then keep it here. Now, if you give b dot again, if I'm trying to take it as a bubble, it will not come because you have created an object of bubble sort. Now you have to create an object of implement bubble. Now it is easily available. How did this happen? Because in the bubble sort you have kept it as protected. Now protected variables cannot be accessed by some other package, some other class which is in some other package. If it has to happen, then you need to use bubble sort as a parent class for which that class will be the child. If implement bubble is the child, the object that you are creating also should be of implement bubble. Okay. There is in the when it comes to the access specifiers, you should be more specific. If it is private, you will not be able to access within the package. Also, you will not be able to access within the class. You will be, but within the package, you will not be able to access. Whenever it is protected, if it is a member who is like inherited, then based on the child class object, you will be able to access it. For now, I'll keep it as public. We'll come back here. We'll make it as bubble sort. I'll remove this off. Okay, now if you run this, okay, it is coming in the sorted order. So this is with respect to packages. If I want to take the test example here, instead of making it as a static void main, I'm going to make it as my data, let us say. This is my function, which is public, it is not returning anything, so void my data. And here I'm just going to add my list dot add integer, so I can have 11. Similarly, 22, 33, 44 for int I equal to 0, I less than my list dot size, because it is a list entity. If it was just a normal array, you could have written length, but this is a list entity, so dot size is the function. I plus plus, I'm going to give my list dot get function, get index of I. Okay. Now, if I want to call this function my data, I'll remove this off. Not necessary. So if I want to call this function inside that implement bubble, then I need to create an object of that class, that is test example is equal to new test example. So automatically here in generic, from generic functions, we are taking test example. te dot what is the function name? My data. Okay, these are the values coming from my data. So this is all about package.